Well, go on and talk about the palate. So this is set up again, very similar, very systematic in analyzing this wine. Sweetness is um, a very important aspect to consider, a structural aspect. And I'll say most of the wines are going to be on that drier end of the spectrum, but of course you would go in and taste this, which I have. And this is a dry wine. I find that with level one and level two, the biggest mistake that students run into is confusing sweetness with fruitiness. Like we do with spirits, we are just looking for sugar in the wine. If the wine is fruity, but you are not picking up on perceptible sugar, then you're going to call it dry. If you are tasting sugar, you get that sweetness on the palate, then you would have to make a selection to get precise. So is it a little bit of sugar, just a touch off dry? Medium is a bit more sweet, and then we reserve sweet for those wines that are um, you would pair with dessert. You might even call them a dessert wine. So a port would be considered a sweet red wine. Acidity is really interesting to look at, especially in Sangiovese. This is a wine that is known for its high acidity, and we assess that by looking for the mouth-watering sensation. This is always fun for me to do. I recommend that you take a sip of the wine, hold your head down after you either spit it or consume it, and hold your mouth down. If I didn't lift my head up in that second, I probably would have look, I'm getting caught up on my own saliva. That is because this has high acidity. My mouth is watering quite a bit, and that's what we're looking for high acidity. Low acidity, you wouldn't get nearly as much of that mouth watering sensation.